Stay at 9, tune in every time. We don't do no cap, report only facts. Progress report, we got the news, new interviews, we got the stats, keep it a rack, come join the pack. No, we
The Progress Report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl Lala Shepherd.
Boss Brit the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ Excel.
Hey man, super excited to announce our next guest, man. Long overdue. And because I didn't know you wanted to come up to the show, but you know, I got to do this extra long intro here, man. You know, when I first moved to Atlanta, man, Funky was one of the first people that gave me a shot and taught me a lot of game. You know, indirectly, directly. Working in the clubs every night with this man. I'm traveling from Douglasville to Strokers literally every night, learning from this man. And just a great individual, not only helping me, but helping everybody around you. So
I think Lala was helping me.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Either way it go.
Getting my stuff more organized, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she right, though. We started out, you know, working like that, you know, so.
That's
For
how
sure.
Lala being real organized.
Organized as fuck, man. I know I'm annoying as shit.
She be like, what time the hookah gonna be free until,
right.
bitch?
But nah, man, go to introduce all yourselves, and we got some legends in the building, man.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
a lot going on right now, so make sure all of y'all give yourselves your formal introductions.
Boys group right now.
So
Look at this. He said, don't fucking play
these
with
are
me.
legends to me, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Cool Dollar, Mr. Cool, man. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's up, man? Mr. Cool, a.k.a. Cool for Real. You can follow me on all platforms at Cool for Real, KU the number 4 Real. In the streets, baby.
Yeah, sure.
What's happening, y'all? I'm Daz Dillinger, kicking it right here, Progress Report.
He cool. He
Damn
too
right.
shit.
Yeah, man.
The West Coast vibe.
I'm hard, I'm over.
Oh, that's what that is.
Wait, that nigga Daz?
Oh, yeah, that nigga Daz.
Okay. Legend, man.
You hear me?
Legend. I was gonna say, you know, I first heard about you just fuck with my mom. Like I was little, you know what I mean, in the
real.
car, you know,
Yeah.
mom playing that shit. So
Yeah, for
you know,
real.
it's dope. But I met you a few times through Funky a while back, so this ain't nothing new. But you know,
It's been a long time since
for
then.
sure, absolutely, man. Okay, well, you know, let's get into it, man. DJ Funky,
Let's
you
do
know, talk about yourself for a minute.
Well, I'm a family man, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost. This is part of my family right here, you know what I'm saying?
sure.
We get in the studio, we create. I started out bartending in the ATL at Sandcastle, pouring the liquor up. You know what I'm saying? That's where I met my wife, you know what I'm saying, in the bartender industry, you know what I'm saying? So I moved from the bartender industry to the DJing industry. And that's how I hooked up with producers and, you know, the hood, the street. And that's when I hooked up with Cool and all them, man. I met Daz Dillinger through Big X, you know what I'm saying? I just pulled up
Salute
over
Big
X
X.
house, you know, I was carrying his crates when he was doing his stuff in the street with the mixing. I see the dog pound at his house. I'm like, what, Dad? We in Decatur. We got Daz
hell.
and Corrupt smoking out. And, you know, Too Short. You would see everybody over at X House, man. But I pretty much got my game from the bartending, learning to meet everybody in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with the crooks and dealing with the hood niggas. But I got to know everybody from bartending.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna get it from the music.
What
I got
year
it
was
from.
that?
Daz an asshole.
Goddamn.
I'll tell you,
Was it Jazzy T days or what?
I ain't scared of I'm gonna be 50 in
Tell my
June.
class.
Okay. That's what's up.
Just tell my class if you
That's
in
what's
what
up.
clubs they
So when
should've-
I was born,
should've
hold on, I got a good ending for this. When I was born, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Oh, it was that. Look, when they won this year, I
Yeah,
said,
I got y'all attention
Hey.
50 years ago. So.
when they won, I said, I ain't never heard of the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I swear I said that.
My first job was working at the Chiefs Stadium in the Royal Stadium. I was selling cotton candy and snow cones. And,
Been a
you know what I'm
hustler.
saying? I learned how to make the money then.
Yeah,
You know the crazy thing about
15 years old.
that's what's up.
this is kind of random, right? But like I've been like behind the booth DJing, you know, for a long time. But once we started throwing parties, you know, we had an opening DJ, and I started building relationships with people, you know, and like how you said, like building those relationships kind of do more than sometimes just doing the music, you know, like getting to know people, because yo, I ain't know nobody that came to our parties, and you know that, you know what I mean? And we might have been doing parties for a year, but actually getting to know people and stuff is what really builds your relationships and just your fan base and stuff like that, because they don't know nothing about you.
What's her name, Rick?
Q.
That's Q Money.
When I first pulled up, she said, Funky, I just want to thank you because the first time I met you, you gave me game. You told me to network, don't just stand around, get people's contacts. And it helped me. I'm working with Future, I'm working with everybody now. So that inspired me when I first walked in when you said that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all I do, just try to, you know, put people on. Look at Lala. Lala is a boss. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey,
DJ
man.
Daz Dillinger.
You
Let's
know,
talk about Daz
for
Dillinger.
sure, for sure.
Hooking up with the Coalition DJs, doing his thing, you know what I'm saying?
So when you say hooking up, what do you mean by that?
You know, I was there when they first started.
Talk to the mic, Daz.
I was there when they first started.
First anniversary, he brought
Woo-wee.
Snoop Dogg. You know, that's Snoop's cousin. So the Dog Pound, y'all
yeah.
Google the legendary Dog Pound, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
They started out, but Snoop is a DJ with the Coalition DJs too.
For
He's
sure.
DJ Snoop Deli, he claimed the Coalition DJs. So you know,
Snoop
that's
cool
another
ass.
thing. But
Yeah,
I
Daz.
brought
man.
Daz up because Daz used to produce for Tupac.
Yeah.
So he kind of told me to throw out some records. So he hooked me up with a guy named Gazi. You ever heard of Gazi? Empire Distribution.
Empire for sure.
So how many years ago was that?
About 20.
Tell that story.
That's when
Hell
the
yeah,
story.
Daz. That's crazy.
Guys, you know, he was working for in-groups. Just, you know, like interning and all that other stuff. So they gave him a label thing over there, and then he just actually said, can I use your
2008.
catalog? Can I use your catalog to catapult my company? So I let him do that, and then I just started taking him around. And I moved to Atlanta in like 1999, you know what I'm saying? Hooked up with Funky, dropped him off, and Funky took him everywhere.
And then
You know what Funky do when he take you
I already
out.
know it.
yeah.
You going on a whole tour.
Do a verse. Set the studio up in the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah,
So
set the studio up in the bed.
and by him saying that, I learned a lot because he used to do the same thing with Tupac.
That's hard.
So Tupac would just sit in the booth and he'll be there before you, right? And
Work
So
ethic.
since we on it, like, is there anything you can tell us about Tupac that we haven't known? Even his work ethic. I don't think I heard a lot of stories about his
And make sure you
work
talk to the mic,
ethic.
too.
Oh, yeah, you know, the work ethic was crazy. You know, we learned a lot from him, you know what I'm saying, as far as not doing one song a day, but doing 5 or 6 songs a day, you know what I'm saying?
what I like.
For sure.
Just knocking it out, bam, 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 bam. So, you know, he was a workaholic, and we learned from that, you know what I'm saying?
So was it like these songs could be scrapped or not, or these like are we
I
focusing
mean,
a lot of
I
attention?
feel like if you lay a song down, it's meant to be laid down.
Mm-hmm.
Because you writing and putting it together, and you're already testing it while you rapping it to yourself
Right.
and other people.
Word.
Niggas is in there, yeah.
So with that being said, the first record I ever put out was "Smoking While You Dry." I produced it for him,
We did a
and
video.
and I put it out and did a video, and then I did the remix with Snoop Dogg, jumped on it, and Jagged Edge.
Not Jagged.
Ooh, Jagged Edge, legend.
Y'all pull that up,
Hey, man.
Crazy.
and then pull up Future, Snoop, and
Homicide record.
Homicide record.
Oh yeah, that's that shit. I
So-
fuck
Yeah,
with the
pull
homicide.
up how I recorded that on my laptop. You know what I'm saying?
So
So
funky.
that went platinum.
So hold on. So you wasn't actually producing these, correct?
No,
Were you like the orchestra?
I produced the first record for Daz. I actually produced
Okay.
that record on my MPC, and I couldn't believe that
Yeah.
a
And
legend
on the-
like
I was gonna
Daz would
say,
get on one of my records.
On records like the Homicide, a lot of times producing a record ain't necessarily all the time playing
Right.
the keys.
And that's what I wanted to talk about as a DJ, because even like Khaled, can we talk about the importance of just having a vision and as a DJ knowing what's a hit and like, yo, nah, you need to, even like how Puffy did, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you need to do this on this. Like, how did you play a role in that and pushing out DJ songs as a DJ?
So it goes back to relationships. So I had a relationship with Jagged Edge. I had a relationship with Cool Dollar. So I got a relationship with T.I. So when I hooked up with T.I. and did the Jacquees record, it was because Jagged Edge believed in me and said, hey, man, I got this tip verse. He just did a freestyle for me. I want to change the track up. So Jagged Edge did the track for that. And then hooked up with Daraj, and, you know, we beefed it up to
Certified.
made it sound like a, you know, up-to-date current record. But the foundation was from Jagged Edge because they hooked me up with Jacquees and, you know, my daughter like, get Jacquees on there. She used to go to Georgia State, Shawty Shawty. So it took a lot of relationships to make that record. Now it went 8 million. If y'all Google that record, that's a record that I produced because I might have not made the beat, but I put everybody together.
Executive producer.
So that's an example of production. We got records with Snoop. We got so many records. Me, Daz, and Cool. We got 11 albums out.
Damn.
Y'all can pull that up, Spotify. We got records with everybody. I never paid for a verse in my life, and I got a record out with Ross and everybody. You know what I'm saying? I paid back in relationships.
Absolutely.
So that costs probably more. You know what I
Way
mean?
more. That's a priceless thing.
Okay.
Relationships are priceless, man.
So
What's some of y'all craziest memories?
BMF.
Talking to that mic.
Funky, you experienced the BMF too?
yeah, I was there. I mean, I was a DJ. I was one of the DJ. You know, it wasn't nothing but Jeezy, Blue Da Vinci. You know, we had to play all that music when they was in the club. We had to play a lot of it, and they was gonna throw the money. So the girls like, you better play it. We don't want to hear nothing else. And then that led to Future, you know, playing Future whole mixtape. You know
In the
what I'm
club.
saying? Yeah, the girls want to hear what make them money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the strip club, of course, you know, Americans' favorite spot to go in an ATL.
Strip club?
Yeah, so like as a club DJ moving like to Atlanta, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? So this is my perspective, but you can correct me. I play for the girls, right? But as a strip club DJ, you playing for the dudes what they want to hear, and the girls will turn up to it.
Well, nah, it used to be like that. It's more of when the girls on stage, they have a preference for their routine, more like, you know what I mean? They can't get loose to.
Well, like they said before, if you is not being played in the strip club, you're not happy.
Yeah,
Right.
facts.
It's not the shit.
I mean,
Go back to the drawing board.
Lala can pretty much tell you know, they want to hear what's going. Yeah, they
Oh, God.
yeah, they want to hear what's hot at the time. They don't want you to try out no record with all the
But you
money.
get a
And
chance to test the record right then and really figure out what's going on before you have to dig. Before you have to dig deep into the bank, you get a chance to test the record right then.
Facts.
And I think in Atlanta, what kind of separates Atlanta from most markets is where the record happens at first. Because in the strip club is where the record happens at first. By the time you hear what's been in the strip club, it's on the radio, but it's 6 months later.
Facts.
So if you play that same record that's on the radio in the strip club, the girls like, why are you playing this old ass shit? You feel me?
But in Atlanta, it's
out.
24 hours.
be burnt out.
You know, but in Atlanta, it's 24 hours because all the DJs is in the club.
Right.
So when I listen to a lot of OGs talk, like they talk about the transition where at first going to the strip club was like, yo, hell nah, I ain't going to no, like that's for niggas that can't get girls, to the strip club actually booming the place to go. And I assume like you kind of witnessed that transition. Can
Well,
you talk about like,
It's like what he said, BMF. Okay.
Yeah.
And they changed the vibe up the club, so the DJs had to do better
That's
as
crazy.
well because there was so many parties. So you had to bump, you had to be popping, or you was gonna get replaced. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the girls want somebody that's. Shout out to X-Rated. Shout out to all the legends out there, man, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Putting these records. KOA, he's one of the new guys that'll hold the club down all night. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, keeping the energy and breaking records at the same time. If this guy is the
culture.
hottest DJ
Know what I mean?
and you playing something that nobody ever heard, but you all the way into it, they gon' hey man, the next person it's gonna spread.
Like me personally, I love going to the strip clubs just to catch a vibe. Like I'll just go just to drink, kick shit in the booth. You know, I know you say I don't come out that much no more. You know, but when I come out, I just want to just catch a vibe. That's it. I love it.
I love them scripples.
But I love the vibe of the music too, the energy, just everything.
I think if you Google the top 10 strip clubs, you'll see Magic, you'll see Strokers, you'll see like this is facts. Yes, these clubs getting these ratings because of the service of what, you know, it would be corporate people coming in the club sometimes having events or like
Network.
Dutch Master or
You got
you
the
know,
best food in the strip
they got
club.
product.
They do,
They got
bruh.
product in the
They
strip
really
club.
do,
I
man.
think the
Chicken wings and some lobster.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Fettuccine.
Yellow rice.
With the yellow rice.
But hey, all the top shelves. Guess what though? But all the top
Man.
shelves, and I know this for a fact. All the top shelves work after hours because they can really make money at the
Right.
strip club. Like
Yeah.
man, I
Yeah.
can get in here and sell my plates for $25 all day.
That's
and
crazy.
Don't even have to look for no clients. You feel
Hey
me?
man, and can we talk about merch? And Lala can witness. When I used to do the Funky OG merch, I sell out. I don't even do it all the time. I just sell out. You know, when I do events
Absolutely.
at the strip club, because they want,
It's a
they
place
want,
of business.
they want
That's
what's hot.
crazy.
And
Yes.
Dad's got the new
merch.
with Big Gip. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Big Gift.
ATLA.
Give 'em all right. Yeah.
So what
Shout out
new
to
things
Gift.
do y'all have going on, you know, besides music? Where y'all
Talk
at
about the
today? Y'all got
Funky
clothing
OG
lines, got
Shot
that
a lot of
Funky
movies
OG.
and stuff like that. You know, me and Funky, we shot a movie back in 2007, and I'm gonna bring it out, but I haven't released it since then. But it's called Make It Rain.
Okay.
So I wanted,
13 years ago.
I wanted to capture. It was happening. I had to capture it all. You know what I'm saying? From the BMF to the all that, I got it all on film. You know. What I'm saying?
Shit.
And the way we wrote the movie, we got dialogue from each stripper.
Oh wow, that's
Like,
smart.
you know, tell us a story. Okay, then we wrote that. It made us
That's no
sing.
whoop-de-whoop.
And then all the strippers was actors after that.
Yeah.
That's
We had, can we say some of the name? Kandi from Escape. We had,
Candy
what?
from Escape?
Yeah.
Taking her clothes off.
What?
But she had underclothes on, but she was taking her clothes. You hear me?
I know y'all want to see the movie now. When you dropping the movie?
Yeah.
When you dropping the movie?
Soon with
Make
this
it
movie,
interesting.
it sound like y'all
Look,
might
make it
get.
When you releasing this?
Signed off.
Hey man, wait it up and make it interesting, man.
Hey, man,
When
hey,
y'all gonna drop the movie?
That's gonna
That's
be
right.
huge.
We just want to see Kandi. Look.
See, I'm going to tell you about that, though.
Can we get a synopsis?
But she played a waitress.
The thing about this movie was 13 years ago. Dad spent a lot of money. And
Money on this movie.
so now,
Make sure it's right.
Absolutely.
not just that, you know, it's different. People can just drop a movie on their cell phone now. It's different politics, you know.
Netflix.
So we trying to get a movie
Yeah.
that's a classic. 'Cause
Okay.
what we got is something.
That's
All these
classic.
people are older now
Yeah.
and successful. So,
MySpace
so,
was going on.
so it's,
Correct.
it's
Yeah.
a lot of faces, and I didn't say all the names. There's a lot of people in that movie, like from comedians
Right.
that are on right now. So
That wasn't on.
Do they
at
have
that
to
time.
sign off or like can y'all
he
get?
signed off on them.
Oh,
big-
you smart,
When you
nigga.
pay him,
Yeah, he,
Okay, that's
Signed
smart.
up, Correct.
Beautiful, man.
Okay, that's
That's
dope.
major.
that's a movie to look for.
Right.
Make it rain.
We can't. Don't give us no more. Just
I
let
can
us
say
know.
one of them. Shawty Shawty played in the movie. Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah, we'll hold that is
2007?
Oh, so is it like a documentary or like
it's
a?
a real
It's a real movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
you know, we got big
Big Duke from the Boys in the Hood. Big Country Kane. That's
Wow.
enough.
Damn,
So
that's crazy.
Funky as like from a DJ to a DJ. Recently, like within like the past 2 or 3 years, we realized like DJs can step outside the DJ box. So I think me coming up, I've been in the game for 12 years DJing. I thought like I gotta kill it as a DJ, but to really grow your brand, you gotta go outside of that. And I know you got the Funky OG weed line out in LA. And just even you being a part of like the production and stuff, can you talk about like just growing your brand, Funky, you know what I mean, as a DJ to other things?
Well, you gotta take a risk sometimes. You feel me? Like when I took the risk to spend the money on the merch to get the Funky, or get people even to want to wear Funky OG, or you know, because it's in Cali. I couldn't really have the weed down here, so I had to have something to represent the brand. So I started
He
building.
high off of it right now. Look.
Funny as hell.
But when I say I can't have the weed down here, it's compliant in California. Lala can tell you because she
Yeah.
been to LA.
Brit
And
came to an event as well.
Yeah, we was high. as fuck.
exactly.
Yeah,
we
you had all the
we got some
samples
stuff
and-
that we filmed that y'all don't know about. That's about to drop to its award show, of course. You know, so that haven't came out. This 420 coming back up. So it's a lot of stuff that's. It's crazy how television, man. You can film some stuff
and then come out with it.
and come out later.
Oh yeah.
Like
It'll be
the
soon.
clubs don't even
People will
give
never
a fuck
know.
no more.
Of
Like,
course.
Yeah.
Listen, like Clarkston was like one of the most racist counties in Georgia. You feel me?
Oh, yes,
and they beat everybody to the punch.
It's
And I'm like, Clark
decriminalized.
everybody to the punch. I know we bullshitting because you go to jail over there. And I'm going to tell you something, you know, just so y'all know, little smart. Okay, they lost their accreditation because if you don't have any major murders or drug busts, you'll lose accreditation. So Clarkston had to form a drug task force to keep their accreditation. In exchange, they had to let all those marijuana cases go because one of them felony charges, which had the court system blocked up, which was costing them more money than they was making.
Wow.
Ding.
The
Got
crazy
it.
thing is, like, I'm from Pennsylvania, right? And, like, I remember DJing where they would be like, whoever smoking, put it out, or we turn it, like, we done.
That's how Cincinnati
in Atlanta,
was.
In Atlanta, it'd be like, yo, I can smoke in here?
The
Right.
DJ
Here's
was
the
like,
ashtray. Like, just throw your guts in there, you straight. You know what I'm saying?
There's some clubs in Cali you can't smoke.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I found a few of them.
That's crazy, and it's legal. But you know,
Yeah.
So,
How'd you get into the cannabis industry?
yeah.
I had a friend, a partner of mine, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing for over 25 years. You know what I'm saying? That went out there and tested it out, and then he saw what I was doing in the music industry. So he said, "Man, let's try to brand it with this weed because you know it's going." He got his license early,
Yeah.
so it's like
Smart.
5 or 6 years ago before they legalized it. So
Damn.
you know they still haven't legalized everything. That's what people don't know. But my next thing is the hemp. So y'all study that hemp. That's
What's the
next
difference?
thing. Hemp, you can make different products. Like it's no THC. It's legal everywhere. More states.
Super
You know what I'm
plant.
saying? You ain't
It's
gotta-
different from CBD.
You ain't got to sneak and do it. Right.
CBD?
So I got CBD, but
Okay,
you don't
yeah,
supposed to say
okay.
CBD anymore.
gotta say
FD,
So what you
FDA.
say? You waiting for it to
You
be?
got to say hemp extract. You know what I'm saying? I got a Southern Peach tea that I got out right now.
Yes.
Shit is bomb.
It's CBD, but
Oh, I
you
had
got
that when I came out
the
there. It
official
was good.
Label.
wording is
Hemp.
hemp extract.
Okay.
Get
Yeah,
into
that's
it.
different because I heard that helps with like anxiety, depression, like keeping you. It's really like more of a medical
I got
thing.
one in the car I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
You can
got
Because
one.
I fucked with that too when I was out there.
Facts.
And Georgia do have a medical THC.
I've been seeing it around
Yeah.
different drugstores and
No,
shit.
not that. I'm talking about.
Oh, the medical
T-
marijuana
medical
license, like you
marijuana.
hold up to.
Oh,
I have
okay.
Georgia
Google
medical
that right
marijuana.
there.
Okay, that's dope. I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You got
know,
your card on you now?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, they
So
starting
look.
to get their money off that shit. Like,
Facts.
put it
They a
everywhere.
little late. Okay, look, I got a serious question for y'all, man. I got a serious question for y'all. Talk about smoking with Snoop, bro. Like, talk about that
That's
shit.
Dad's cousin. He grew
Talk
up.
about smoking with Snoop.
Just too high.
It's overload.
You gotta show off, like.
Drug. No, it just you know, we smoke weed like they smoke cigarettes. You know,
Damn.
I really don't.
I could tell
I like
you my
good weed,
experience
you know what
for
I'm saying?
smoking with Snoop
Y'all about
and,
to get me hot right now.
and
like-
smoking with Daz over the years. You know what I'm saying? He'd have a guy in there rolling the blunts. Like, that's his job. That's all he got to do is just roll on stage or whatever. What's brother's name? Shout him out.
La pre-rolls.
Pre-roll.
But we like, you know, pre-rolls.
Shout out my homie,
so
man.
You ain't gotta be doing all
Get
this.
a
in
check
the
for rolling blunts.
Yeah, just spark it up.
I always be saying, because I don't smoke weed. Like, why do y'all keep smoking if y'all already high?
It's just the.
She don't get that.
It's just
She
the.
don't
It's just
get
the
that.
smoke weed. You know, it's like.
Good
Look,
weed.
he high right
Yeah.
now. Look, he's not. He on.
You smoke good weed. That's how
I'm only high while I'm smoking.
Yeah.
I don't want to finish. But on good weed, you like, you know what? Roll another one.
Look,
Them
niggas
motherfuckers.
smoke a
Look,
whole
he
sack.
just said some shit. He said, I'm only high while I'm smoking.
I'm only high while I'm smoking.
I ain't never heard that one. That's some
Wow,
shit. That's some hot shit.
Oh, no. I gotta stay focused. Now, if we was in Cali, you know I'm smoking back to back. Okay, now of course we got to talk about the Coalition DJs. You know, talk about just being in a 12-year anniversary just passed. You know, late January. The shit was bananas.
Long live Nando, shout out
course, long
DJ
live
Smooth,
Nando.
man, for getting the DJ of the Year award. Shout out to
Absolutely.
KOA for getting it last year, man. I just want to
DJ
salute all the DJs in 16 markets that we have across the country, man. So the next thing is getting these records out. We did Certified last year, did 8 million. We trying to get. If any artists out there feel like you want to be a Coalition DJ artist, get at me.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Give me your address.
Hey man, production. Hey, production is
Right.
production and
What does that look
distribution,
like,
yeah.
y'all? What does that look like if an artist? Okay, first of all, wait. Let's talk about the Coalition DJs infrastructure and the fact that y'all are in different states first. Let's do that, and then we can give details about the artists. So talk that shit.
We wanted to expand, so we had to get people in each market that could actually do it. You know how hard this is. You know what I'm saying? Getting people to actually come meet and up under our system. You know what I'm saying? Not to give out too much. So we found a few guys, man, and it just started growing. We started kind of like with Detroit, Alabama, you know what I'm saying, Carolinas, you know what I'm saying. Then it started expanding. Like people started asking questions, what it takes to, be a part of the Coalition DJs. And you know how it grows over the years. It's 12 years now. So the next step is to do bigger stuff like production, music, you know what I'm saying? All these artists come through us, like remember when the baby came to New Music Monday and was rocking with the chair and jumped off the stage and then nobody, like, we knew he was a start in, we should have tried to sign him then. You know what I'm saying? But, it's a lot of, I can name a million artists that came through there.
Came through
the
Y'all be there, y'all.
That's so
City
smart.
Girls came through.
Yeah, that's true.
So now
We the
we,
city girls. Hey, that shit was
I
funny.
think the next step, instead of people saying
We
we
the
doing the
city
same
girls.
thing every year,
Yeah.
is to give them something that the world can see.
That's so smart.
I think
So,
that's the next step for the Coalition DJ.
I've
smart.
seen a lot of artists come to Coalition Mondays, and like in 6 months, that single blow. Do you have any artists that you see now that are about to take off that we should look out for?
I wanted to bring a couple of them: Joe Green, UFO Tune. You know what I'm saying? It's a list of them. Cool Dollar got a whole man. We got a whole label
Yeah.
full of artists. Yes,
We work.
we work.
Question. Okay, so kind of back to the question that we talked about. Y'all looking for an artist, or if an artist is interested in being a coalition artist, what is it that you guys look for collectively? Everybody can answer separately, but like, what is it that y'all look for in an artist?
Talent.
But
Simply.
talent as in the music, or like some people look like an artist, and some people carry themselves as artists. Some people are talented and stand on stage.
I'm looking
Like
for
that
the
artist, the
I'm
artist
looking
that
for the
just left, Rio. I like Rio. Rio is hard, but he's not getting the exposure that he need. I think that's it. You know what I'm
But,
saying?
yeah, I'm looking
He's up
for-
under 21. You know what I'm saying? But I think
yeah.
21. If 21 said, "Hey man,
Daz over here rocking
put
Daz
more
over
into
here.
to Rio," I think he'll be.
So put more in and put more in at
But now I'm just trying that. But now I just say most of the time I'm looking for the sales pitch. The
okay,
sales
right.
pitch is going to be, okay, I heard the music. For one, if I hear the music and I think the song jamming, you feel me? Then I'm already sold. But if I see you and you dead as hell and don't match this song, it's over with.
Nah, and we talk about that all the time.
It's
New
over
Music
with. I'm
Mondays,
like,
it's like
Funky will be like, you don't think he dope? Yeah, but not right now.
or
You feel me?
or the
You don't
song
have to
like
start. Like you got to be like, boy, these kids are funny. Like it's the internet. They gonna tell you for real. They don't have no cut on the
It's a
internet.
popularity contest, you feel me? And then so it's like one part of that on how the industry works is you're gonna have those that's gonna really win the popularity contest. The other side of that is you're gonna have those that's got real live fans that you didn't even know lived and existed underneath all the shit that you seeing on the popularity contest. You know what I mean? So we try to figure out who got that going on. Who got these underlying fans that's waiting on them to see them one time next to their competition. Because that'll make all the difference in their mind. You feel me? Damn, I just seen that nigga Page next to Future Page on iTunes.
Right.
He think this nigga just left the building.
Right.
You feel me? And all that little bit of perception right there always makes the difference, though.
Okay. This question's for you then, Daz. Just as an artist, how do you feel like an artist like yourself? You've been in this game for so long. Where do you fit in right now, just as far as what's been done and what's going on? Yeah,
How you stay
that type of shit.
relevant?
How do I stay relevant? My kids keep me relevant. I stay relevant by hooking up deals for them. It's like everybody wants distribution, and I'm going to hook you up with it. I'm not going to sign you, but I'm going to hook you up to be your own boss. You know what I'm saying? So here go the tools. Holler at me. Tweet you out. I I do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the big homie. You know what I'm saying?
And how you benefit from that?
How do I benefit from that?
Yeah.
He empowering.
Because
But I
I'm
mean,
empowering them, and plus I'm hooking them up in there, and we all gonna get paid together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So here go Avenue, where, you know what I'm saying, Empire, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So we all getting some money. You know what I'm saying? Every 30 days.
I'm getting empowered by Empire. Shout out to Empire.
Facts.
Daz, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you have a issue with the Tupac biopic? I think I saw something on social media.
I mean, you know, all together, yeah, because, you know, they stole a couple of our stories and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and did a bunch of other stuff. But, you know, I still watch it on BET. You know, I get a check from it, so I'm going to watch it. I'm getting a check for it, you know what I'm saying?
When biopics come out, you always wonder, like, what's real, like, what's
All of it was
hype.
real, you know what I'm saying? I wish they would have just did something that, without us knowing what he did, you know what I'm saying? Like, we knew everything he did,
No, y'all knew.
but we wanted to see some other things that we know that he did.
But y'all know, like, the general public probably doesn't know.
I mean, everything was already in blogs, and,
Yeah.
you know, see, everything in the movies already, you just pull it up.
People just want to see shit.
Yeah.
Funky, like, just going back to what you were saying about, like, Rio and stuff, like, you taking a real hit, first of all. First of all, I hope the mic caught that entire hit.
I caught it. I'm high and I'm like, damn.
Nigga, I'm taking off. Like, I'm out of here.
I gotta get it cloudy in here.
When they say take one for the team, that's what they talking about.
That's that West Coast
I
shit.
call it the vacuum. See.
Nah, but Funky, just going back to that, but speaking about artists in general, what do you think it takes to break an artist nowadays? Because I think it's more than one thing. I think it's more than the online buzz, you know, or just pulling up to the club. What would you say as far as fucking with y'all, what you would do to help break an artist?
I think the old-fashioned way, going to network with the DJ, being in the club, coming by and really being out there, getting to know the people that's playing your music, that so they can vouch for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't vouch for nobody I ain't never seen.
Validate.
Fact.
Yeah, so shaking hands like Bernie Sanders is going to door, not door, you know.
The footwork,
Yeah,
putting the
going
footwork.
out to all the clubs.
It's called consistency. Always
Because-
in their face, always
And
moving.
and sometimes people just rely on the internet nowadays, and that's not all it takes to build these relationships.
But
And-
it helps.
Yeah, but as
You gotta
everybody
use
has
it.
talked
You gotta
about,
work it with the hand to hand. You gotta show that on
Yeah.
the internet.
we all talk about the
I
relationships.
mean, because, you know,
here.
like when we started, everybody just knew our voices. They used to ride right past us.
That's crazy.
Hey, what's up? When you hear that shit? Yeah, you think that's us. You know what I'm saying? And then we had to go places to let them know that it's
That's
us
you.
to see our
Yeah.
face.
I got a question for you, even you guys,
Yeah.
Daz and you guys. Daz being him a legend, I'm gonna ask you first. How'd you build your fan base?
Staying
Same
in the
question.
Talking to that
studio.
mic too.
Staying in the studio.
Just had this fucking conversation.
Just dropping music, putting it out there.
Just
right?
learning, period. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. Look and learn, observe, progress.
Progress, keyword. Keyword.
Same
And we
question.
have a little butt every time
Yeah.
somebody say that shit.
Same question. How'd y'all get y'all fan base?
I would say me is consistently working, and it's the small things that people see within all these small steps. 10 years later, people gonna be like,
It's like a relationship. Just
Yeah.
all the small things matter.
Progress.
yeah, it's straight progress.
Keyword.
And like it's the small things that make the bigger picture, and people seeing your grind since here. And sometimes we want to be so far, we forget where we came from. But these people remember you from where you came from, and they see where you at. And we just want to go so high, we forget like, damn, we did grow a lot. But people grow with you, and me personally, I put out I try to put out positive energy so people can be attracted to that and help grow with me. So. Yeah.
And I don't do talk shows. I had to do this one.
Shows.
Because,
Hey, we a talk show now, nigga.
yeah. Y'all
Podcast my ass. Talk show.
y'all gotta think.
Hey, the progress report.
Y'all gotta think bigger, man. Like,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all running this. I like how organized y'all are, you know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta keep this going. and take it to a bigger platform.
Absolutely. You know, let me just say, first and foremost, thank you for always, you know, your positive energy and shit. You know
I
what I'm
see
saying?
it. That's why I'm on here. I
Important.
see it.
You
I wanted
know.
to come tell y'all personally.
For
You
sure,
know what I'm saying? I see
respect,
it.
and I appreciate you guys for being here as well.
for real.
I think, you know, when it comes to like building, just, you know, just that following, it comes down to people like seeing your work ethic. You know what I mean? And then on top of that too, aligning yourself with the right people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm super grateful for just the position, just to be, you know, like I fuck with them. They've gone on to do their own thing, and that's hard. Like, and even with y'all, like, you always encourage me to do my own shit. So it's like just
Be a
aligning
boss.
yourself for sure. So and just being consistent and letting people, you know, see like you can do it. Anything is possible.
I want to shout out to my kids because they bosses. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Young bosses in the
That's right.
Put that mindset in.
Hey, one time too for Trap House Atlanta, season 2, episode 1 just dropped in January. We dropped season 1 last year. We got collectively 5 million views on season 1. So if you ain't up on Trap
So what is
House,
that?
Views
Is
on
it-
that
it's a
ass.
series?
It's a webisode. Me and my brother Decatur Red put out. You know what I mean? So
That's what's up.
yeah. So on
Shout
that
out to
thing
Westside,
right there,
too.
man. Yeah. Shout out to DJ Westside. But we featuring a lot of young talent on that. You feel me? So putting young faces in front of the camera. Yeah. So, yeah, bet. Y'all check that out too. Oh, and also this summer, look for Trap House Atlanta, the video game. It'll be on PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh yeah, see that's straight
Let's go.
entrepreneurship, and I think like everybody we can all relate that we are in the music industry, but we talked about so many industries in the mix of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
From games to weed to managing artists and stuff. It's so dope. I think now within like the last like 3 years, like entrepreneurship and just like when artists was just artists, now it's like way bigger. Like,
Correct.
you know what I'm saying? I
Correct.
think,
The exposure and
and
the
we're
opportunities are there.
and I think we're changing the industry. We're changing the mindset, and that's why they say millennials, because I think like we're like thinking outside the box and like
Right.
like there's no limits. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying? That's why I wanted you to talk on the DJ stuff, because there's no limits to this shit, and sometimes we get trapped in the mindset of like we're just the progress report. Nah, we can
think-
be all this.
I
you know
think
what I'm saying?
the younger artists is more than just rapping. I think they need to learn the equipment. Like y'all know the equipment, y'all set up y'all stuff, y'all girls. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that women, you know what I'm saying. I just think it's dope. You know what I'm saying, that y'all doing this. You know what I'm saying. Y'all should have a female DJ. Not to take none of y'all job.
Excel.
Excellent. I know he means like live.
Sir.
DJ.
You don't DJ
Sir.
no more on the.
Sir.
I'm
Sir.
talking about on the show.
Sir.
Hold on, listen.
Sir.
I'm talking
Say
about on
that.
the show.
He mean like
Nah,
DJ
so
at the
we
club.
kind of, that's how we originally started.
Like I'm thinking talk show.
No. So that's how we were originally started, and then we just went into like commercials and videos
They
and
kept
stuff.
cutting it off on
The
YouTube.
car segment.
Yeah, they try to cut my segment out.
Now
I
you
said,
think-
nah,
now
I
you
think
think-
that's a segment
I
that
got
we
you.
can still.
Now you think about it, like,
incorporate,
hey.
but for YouTube purposes and how we release it,
That's-
I definitely.
that's why I was
think-
asking,
for sure.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing to reconsider.
Once
Yeah.
y'all do
Maybe a
this,
segment.
do the same segment, but just use independent licensed music.
See, we can do that.
For sure.
There's no limits to this. Like even if we hit the road, and when we hit the road, music is going to be incorporated. You
We
know
a
what I'm
talk
saying?
show now,
Artists
man.
can be incorporated. Like
Ellen.
Look at
the
talk
thing
show.
is, like I
We
feel
need
like,
cards.
and I've seen this with so many people, and I think this is with us too. Is like we do stuff when you put your heart into something and you just do it because you love it. God bless you in ways you can't even imagine. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I think we are going to be positioned because we've been doing this for 3-4 years, just because we love doing it. You know, consistently, weekly. We gonna be in position.
And that's
to-
what make y'all dope. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's consistent and it's growing. So
Yeah. So
Just-
don't play with me though on the tables. Like don't.
Come on, I thought you was gonna rock today. I thought it was gonna be a live show
so
like
yeah,
that.
we
That's
gotta
it.
change the
I'm
format.
naive. I
No,
didn't.
but that's great food for thought, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's always appreciated, and you know, I just love being around people that can help me think outside the box. Now, real quick before we end tonight, we gotta ask y'all to define the word progress. You know, that's our key word, so we want to hear from each of y'all. How would y'all define that word?
That, cool, you go first, man.
So
No, he gonna get
I'm not
a
gonna,
Ti
I'm
response.
not gonna be philosophical, but
Talking to the mic too.
all right. But progress is to be able to achieve ahead of what you achieved yesterday, ahead of what you achieved 10 minutes ago. you're making progress.
He said it. Like the way he said it, you felt like he was.
I told you he gonna give you the T.I.
Progress.
Street terminology. Move forward.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Put yourself on your own program. Train your mind, your thought. When you don't want to pick up a piece of paper that you're walking over all day, all night, pick it up. You know, it ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Throw it away.
And then you might not get stopped. You might not hit your toe on the couch. You know what I mean? So when you do all that, they let you know, slow down. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with this shit.
And then, you know, your progress.
I think progress is coming from nothing to something. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to something. You know what I'm saying? You got to take a dime and make it into $1.
And trust the process and the transition too.
Without a doubt.
It's like they processing your check, your paperwork, and all that.
Real
It
shit.
goes through. Sometimes it don't.
Real shit.
Sometimes I don't. Okay.
That was fire. Okay, well now this has been dope. Any last words of encouragement for, you know, the listeners?
Man, we want to shout out the Progress Report. I've been there from the beginning, seeing the grind and come up. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking to myself, you got a lot of hard drives with all this shit on there.
Shout out to Jay Black. He's helped me out with learning about hard drives because
okay.
shit is not my thing.
Hey, your chain say Death Row Records?
Take
Oh,
note.
yeah.
Hold up, we need to get that on camera. I think
Close
the
up.
first Death Row motherfucking records we had in the building, like,
All the other ones is fake.
okay, like
And
that's
the ones in
big.
the middle of the mall, they
Yeah.
them fake ones.
Wait, let me see that joint.
Yeah, Death Row Records. Like, real quick.
Real legend in this mother.
But thank y'all. This been a really dope interview. A lot of insight, a lot of personality.
Shout out to Live Hip Hop Daily, you know what I'm saying? Everybody behind the scenes doing the technical work. I encourage artists to do more than just rap. Get behind the, you know what I'm saying, the scenes. Daz used to give me cameras all the time. I do want to thank you for that. Because I started editing back in the day, man. I got so much footage. That's probably why.
I'm talking about one of them big cameras. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
HD.
was like, do that.
VCR tape camera.
Motherfucking Sony $5,000 camera.
And then we went to
Bought two of them.
the GoPros.
Shit.
He gave me like 3 or 4
And
GoPros.
I stole 3. I went to a Go. I ain't gonna lie. So now I went to a
Nigga,
GoPro
you saying it
party.
to everybody, even if you
They had
whisper.
like 100 and some GoPros all over the place.
What store?
We performed for GoPro.
Oh,
This was years ago. You know, he was on tour with
I don't know
Snoop.
what they was.
for
I was
years.
Like, damn.
this is little. This is easy.
All right,
Now
but
we shooting videos of it.
hey, I would like to say to all the young cats, look, man, always believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Keep your vibe positive. People barely believe in God, so don't be waiting on people to believe in you. You feel me? Go.
I love that. That's a great way to end it.
Cool.
No, for real shit.
Damn. Hell yeah.
People that don't believe in God. Why
Well, when you're high, you're not how you think of a lot.
Go. It's green lights. Go, baby.
Show, well, let them know your social media. Where can they reach out?
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy DJ Funky. Check me out, DJ Funky ATL, all social media.
Yo, what's up? It's that nigga Daz. You can hit me at thatniggadads.com. Daz Dillinger.
All right. Hey, it's cool for real. You can reach me at KU4 real. You know what I mean? All social media.
Y'all seem
Hell yeah. They been look. Hey man, this has been dope, man. It's the Progress Report. We out.